No Caitlin Clark, no problem. No Sophie Cunningham, no problem. No head coach Stephanie White, have no fear. The final boss, Austin Kelly, is here. The Chicago Sky, we came into your building and we just, from pillar to post, smacked you guys around.
Hold up. Did the Indiana Fever just dominate the Chicago Sky without Caitlin Clark? That's right, in a jaw-dropping upset. The Fever proved they're not just a one-woman show. With Clark sidelined, all eyes turned to Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell. And folks, they delivered. Angel Reese and the Sky had no answers as Indiana steamrolled their way to a massive statement win. If you thought this Fever team was all about Caitlin Clark, think again. We're breaking down every key moment, every clutch play, and the explosive fallout that followed. So smash that like button, subscribe for more WNBA coverage, and let's get into it. Coming into this matchup, all eyes were on one thing.
Well, Fever versus Sky isn't much of a rivalry, at least if you go by the results, because the Fever have dominated the Sky, and I guess you could say the Sky is falling, at least in the standings and around Chicago, considering the situation with the team.
The Indiana Fever playing without their superstar rookie Caitlin Clark, who was ruled out due to minor injury management. The Chicago Sky came into this game thinking it would be an easy win. After all, no Clark meant no deep threes, no flashy assists, and, let's be honest, probably no sellout crowd. But what the Sky didn't anticipate was Lexie Hull stepping up like a veteran and Kelsey Mitchell turning into a one-woman wrecking crew. The Fever entered this game with something to prove. For weeks, critics said Indiana was too reliant on Caitlin Clark's playmaking. But head coach Christy Sides has been preaching depth chemistry and next woman up mentality. And on this night, it clicked. Lexie Hull's breakout game. Let's talk about Lexie Hull.
Austin Kelly filling in for Stephanie White. I got a feeling. Austin Kelly looks like a head coach on the side. Folks, there was none of this. Austin Kelly looked like the final boss on the sideline watching over the Indiana Fever team. His posture, his presence, yeah, head coach type stuff, you know what it is. The assistants standing up, giving me some energy, giving me some... Yep, I liked what I saw tonight, folks.
The 6-foot guard out of Stanford has quietly been building momentum off the bench all season. But tonight, she exploded. In just her second career start, Lexie dropped a career-high 21 points, going 8 of 12 from the field and hitting 3 monster threes that broke the Sky's defense. She didn't just shoot lights out. Hull played elite perimeter defense.
There she is right there signing autographs in the visiting arena's building. Look at all the Fever fans there. I mean, seriously. So, Caitlin Clark
Constantly pestering Marina Mabry and forcing multiple turnovers. She got physical. She got vocal. And most importantly, she played fearless basketball. And don't forget the hustle plays, diving for loose balls, forcing jump balls, taking charges. Lexie Hull was everywhere, and by the end of the third quarter, the Sky had no answer. This performance sent a message. Lexie Hull is not just a role player. She's a rising star in her own right. Kelsey Mitchell's leadership. But the heart and soul of this victory? Kelsey Mitchell. With Caitlin Clark out, it was Kelsey's team. And she stepped into that leadership role with confidence and fire. The WNBA veteran torched the Sky for 26 points, slicing through defenders, hitting mid-range jumpers, and taking full control of the pace. Mitchell also dished out 6 assists and snagged 3 rebounds, showing her complete game, her ability to read the floor.
Obviously, you're stepping in for Steph, but what are the feelings coaching a game in this arena?
Oh, it's I mean, you grow up watching the Bulls and you see Michael Jordan's, jersey and Scotty's jersey sitting up there. It's a surreal moment. But, I think the message for us is the same. We want to continue to build that consistency on both ends of the floor. And it's another opportunity for us to do that here.
Exploit mismatches and control the tempo reminded everyone why she's a former All-Star and a pillar of this Indiana roster. When Angel Reese started getting chippy in the third quarter, Mitchell didn't flinch. She kept her composure, hit big shots, and waved the Fever bench to keep the energy high. Leadership isn't just about numbers. It's about presence. And Mitchell had it from tip-off to the final buzzer. Angel Reese struggles. Now, let's talk about the other side of this story, Angel Reese and the Sky. Reese has been a media magnet all season, but in this game, she was a non-factor, despite her usual hustle. She finished with just 6 points and was completely neutralized by Indiana's interior defense, led by Nalissa Smith and Aaliyah Boston. Angel couldn't get comfortable in the paint. Every time she turned around, there were 2 Fever defenders waiting. She shot a dismal 3 of 11 from the field and looked visibly frustrated throughout the second half, and things got worse. After a missed layup late in the third, Reese committed a hard foul on Mitchell, drawing a flagrant one and lighting up social media with heated reactions. The commentators called it reckless, fans called it desperate, and honestly, it looked like a player cracking under pressure. To put it bluntly,
Ari McDonald for 3, Owen McDonald had a. Ari McDonald with a steal, Owen McDonald had a. Ari McDonald drawing offensive fouls, Owen McDonald had a. Folks, what a glorious game.
Angel Reese got outplayed, out-hustled, and outclassed by an Indiana team that wanted him more. Indiana's team chemistry shines. What made this win so impressive wasn't just the individual performances. It was the team effort. Nalissa Smith had a double-double with 14 points and 12 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston dominated the paint with 10 boards and 4 blocks. Grace Berger came off the bench with timely threes and solid defense. The Fever moved the ball, trusted each other, and stayed aggressive on both ends of floor. The result? A 92-73 blowout victory over a Sky team that simply wasn't ready for this level of intensity. This was not a let's survive without Caitlin game. This was a we're built for this type of game. And let's not forget, the Fever only had 10 turnovers while forcing 18 from the Sky. That elite execution, and a credit to Coach Side's game plan. Fallout and reaction. The reaction after the game, immediate and intense. Social media blew up with fans praising Lexie Hull's breakout, calling her Caitlin Clark moment. Kelsey Mitchell trended for her leadership and poise. Even analysts like Andrea Carter and Monica McNutt gave props to the Fever for showing resilience and proving they're more than just a rookie sideshow. As for Angel Reese, critics weren't kind. Headlines read, Angel Reese shut down, Sky overwhelmed by Fever depth, and reality check for Reese in Chicago. Even some Sky fans admitted the team looked disjointed and lost without a true floor general. What's more, Caitlin Clark herself tweeted mid-game, praising her teammates and hyping Lexie Hull's performance.
The Dallas Wings must really, really stink, because those are the 2 wins that the Chicago Sky have this year, and the Fever have absolutely blown the doors off of them in their matchups this season, including this time around without Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese just 2 of 7 from the floor, only 4 points. She's shooting like 31% from the floor on the year. The Minnesota Lynx own the Chicago Sky's draft pick. It is rough sledding for the Sky.
That kind of support shows just how tight-knit this Fever team is becoming. And let's be real, this one sends a message to the entire league. If Indiana can blow out a rival team without Caitlin Clark, imagine what they'll do when she's back at full strength. What this means for Indiana. This one moves Indiana up in the standings and gives them crucial momentum heading into a brutal stretch of games. But more than that, it proves the Fever are building depth, chemistry, and toughness, the stuff playoff teams are made of. Lexie Hull's confidence is skyrocketing. Kelsey Mitchell has embraced the big sister role. Aaliyah Boston is locking down the paint again. And most importantly, this team is learning how to win with different lineups and different leaders. The Clark effect might bring the crowds, but wins like this build the culture. Indiana is no longer just a team of stars. They're a team of stars in the making.
We got the lead and we just didn't look back. The Indiana Fever destroying the pathetic Chicago Sky, the sad Chicago Sky, the distraught Chicago Sky, the mess of a franchise known as the Chicago Sky. Tyler Marsh, salute. Tyler Marsh, you see what a real head coach looked like there, Tyler Marsh? You see, folks, Austin Kelly didn't even call a timeout. She said, ladies, play.
What's next for the Sky? For the Chicago Sky, this game was a reality check. Angel Reese has had her highlight moments this season, but games like this expose the flaws. The Sky lack a true floor leader. Their defense collapses under ball movement, and there's too much inconsistency from their starters. Coach Teresa Weatherspoon has her hands full. The team needs to recenter around fundamentals, develop better offensive spacing, and figure out how to maximize Reese without letting her be a liability. Right now, it looks like the Sky's swagger is outpacing her actual skill. And unless they regroup fast, it could be a long season. So what do we learn? We learned that Lexie Hull is ready for the spotlight. That Kelsey Mitchell is a certified bucket and a leader in the clutch. That the Indiana Fever are more than just Caitlin Clark, and maybe, just maybe, they're shaping up to be one of the most dangerous teams in the East. And we learned that Angel Reese still has a lot to prove. But what do you think? Was this Indiana's best win of the season? Is Lexie Hull the breakout player no one saw coming? And can the Sky bounce back from this embarrassment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button if you love seeing Lexie and Kelsey shine. And don't forget to subscribe for more fire WNBA content.